10 tips for setting fees. I don't care any kind of fees. Here we go. Ready? 2 things. Whether it's speaking, writing, infopreneuring, internet marketing, whether it's some sort of business, you got to always have an A or a B option. Watch this technique, right? Somebody tell me a fee you have for maybe coaching or speaking. Just somebody shout one out. 5,000. Who said that? Roy. Hey, what's up, brother? Roy, 5,000. Okay. Did you ever has anybody ever told you, any of you, has anybody ever told you, hey, you really ought to raise your fees? You're getting a little busy, raise your fees, but you're nervous to raise them because like it's working, it's cranking. Don't want to kind of mess with the recipe. Any of you ever feel like that? If I raise the fee, it might lose, you know, and then you hear the whole thing. Yeah, but if you double your fee, you only need half of the number of buyers and you're at the same income. Yeah, but going from 5 to 10, that's a whole different animal. Well, don't raise your fee from 5,000. Keep that fee there. Make that your B fee. Just add a higher one. So you always keep that fee so that you're comfortable because you know it works. And then if there's some folks who want more and have a higher budget, so now the only thing is when you do the second fee, the higher fee. So if you have one fee, that's your A fee right now. Keep that, label that your B fee, create a higher one. Everybody else does it opposite. They create, that stays A, and they create a B fee that's lower. Why? If this fee here, in this case 5,000, is working, don't change it. Add a second level. Keep everything the same. And then just add more value. So you might give 2 talks here. Or you might give a talk plus, you know, a few hundred books. So that they could see the difference between the A and the B. Because here's what I've found. On average, about 20% of buyers will take the higher fee. Does everybody catch that? One of the things I do for coaching members or consulting members, certain ones, is I always create a high-price ticketed item because there's always a percentage of every audience, every prospecting audience who will buy it. I'm that way. I will, if you are speaking and you give me 2 options, I'm the type of person, if I'm in the audience and I feel like you've helped me, I'm buying the best thing you got, the most expensive. I don't even care what it costs. And there's a percentage of every audience who will only buy the highest, most expensive thing. So if you don't have that, if you only have one fee, you're losing out on a lot of extra revenue. So just create a higher fee and call that your A fee. You always want to talk about your higher fee first, and then talk about what they lose if they drop down to the lower fee. It's called takeaway selling. It's one of the most powerful techniques you will ever learn. So instead of saying this, instead of talking about your lower fee, and then trying to talk about your higher fee, mentally we can't step up to that as human beings. And human beings hate losing and having things taken away. So you talk about this, and then your languaging, there we go, 2 things, right? 2 things will put more money in your pocket than anything else, how you communicate verbally and how you communicate in writing. Here we go, back to the communicating verbally. So you talk about your high fee first, and then you say, however, we also have a B option, but you lose this, and you lose that, and that fee is 5,000. So you use the words lose, don't get. Does everybody get that? It's called takeaway selling. It is one of the most powerful techniques you will ever learn, and here's why. We hate not qualifying for the higher status.